Hello guys. Before I start this video about the things or experience that I would have done differently, I would like to say that in general, I'm satisfied with the decision that I have made and that have happened to me because not all decisions have depends on me. In fact, I believe that none the decision is made alone. They depend on the other factors such as people, context, ages, etc. And thanks to this, I have learned a lot. Even if they are bad decisions, right? Actually, I think uh, like much I have learned is from this we call bad, bad, and also good decision, right? But it is up to each one of us to do something about it. Now, getting into the experience, here are my 5 decisions that I would have made differently. I don't know why I choose 5. Maybe because I like the number. I don't know, but here they are. 1. Give myself time to heal my broken heart. This is the first one. All right. At 26, I ended up a 7 years relationship with my then boyfriend. Even thought I was the one who ended the relationship because I needed to be with myself. It turned out that it didn't take long for me to jump into another relationship. Less formal, okay, but very intense. Then to the other, and then to the other. And I never gave myself the chance to take the time to live that duel. My heart back then was broken and I felt sad. But I think in those moments, but I think, sorry, in those moments, I just wanted to forget about my past relationship, filling the void with other people who were not good men. Oh my gosh! At the end of these 2 years dating with men with very serious problems, I realized that I was time to stop and leave my grief, because I remember that one day, like this out of nowhere, I started to cry for my ex, and it took me quite a long time to close that cycle with him. So, if I had the opportunity to turn back time, it could have given me the chance to leave my breakup duel, and after a while, maybe with Claymore, go out with boys again. Yes, that's a good advice. The second one is spend more time for myself. Well, this is more like a global, less specific regret. But if I had the chance to go back in time, I will dedicate more time to be with myself, discover myself, experience different sports, read many novels, learn to dance African dance. Oh my gosh, incredible, etc. Instead of being so dedicated to my love relationships, right? Well, since I started my romantic life at the age of 15, very young, by the way, I have not stopped having a partner, and I don't think it's wrong. Just that sometimes, because I was in a relationship, I I thought that I had to sacrifice myself and my times. So that is the priority became him and the relationship as a couple. Yeah, that's awful. And I think it's possible, I know it's possible, to balance your time as a couple and your time for yourself, right? Whether it be taking a class that you like, learning to do something new, taking classes in something that catches your attention, even taking a long bath or meditate. Um, The number three, sorry about the noise. The number three, it's about to do not rush to have romantic relationships for fear of being alone. Oh my gosh, alone. What a terrible word. But it isn't, right? Well, this point is related to the previous two. If I had the opportunity to change something, it could be to say to myself, Edith, Celeste, do not rush to find a partner. Dedicate your time for yourself and yours. Being alone is an is an it's a vital experience, and being in a relationship is overrated. You never define yourself by whether you are in a relationship or not. So take your time and enjoy it as much as you can. Learn about yourself, about the things you want and the things you don't want. The next time you're in a couple, you can better balance your spaces and time. Yes, that's a good advice also. Well, the next one, the fourth one, it's don't worry too much about my appearance. Well, this is a tough one, right? Especially for the women. I mean, it's hard. But from 14 to 33 years old, I was overly concerned about my appearance. Always being insufficient in some way. That led me to put my life at risk. For example, with some extreme diet and exercise. Also, it seriously affects my self-esteem. Yes, believing that all that I am, or at least the most valuable thing in me, is my appearance and my body. I have recently tried to start loving and appreciating my body for what it is. In addition to centering my value on other things, not just on appearance, such as nurturing my spirit and my mind. Taking care of my body is still central, but I do it from the love and appreciation that I have for my body, and not from the contempt or need to change it. So, if I had the opportunity to change that from a very young age, I will definitely do it. So, like a parenthesis, I want to do this with my daughter because she need to learn to love her body just the way it is, right? So I'm gonna do it with her. Yes. And the five, and the last one, um, not getting involved with someone without first taking care of myself. Guys, I'm gonna tell you about something very private of my life. It's very personal. Let me clarify to you. This is not this experience I'm gonna tell you. It's not a way to encourage to do what I do. Just saying because I think there's a lot of person who have a lot of opinion about my experience, but I'm not encouraged to do this, right? So just like a parenthesis, guys. Well, let me continue. Well, I once had unprotected sex with someone that I barely knew, and ended up pregnant in a foreign country. I had a horrible time the last days of my stay there, and had to spend all my savings on a trip back to Mexico. Here I had a legal interruption of pregnancy, and after a few months I was able to feel better. However, all that would have been avoided if I had used a condom with this man, or had not been involved with him altogether. On the other hand, if that had not happened, I would not have met one of the first feminist organizations. I would not have been inspired by a wonderful woman who accompanied me through the process and for which I finally ended up knowing what I want to dedicate my whole life to being that woman who gave me tenderness and care when I needed most. It is for her that I studied my PhD, my doctorate in feminism. It is for her that I found a vocation for my life, and it is for her that I tattooed the phoenix on my left arm as a reminder of the strength I possessed and the strength that she gave me. If I had not gone through that terrible experience, nothing that distinguished me today would exist. So this story is one of the most significant experience in my life. It was life changing for me. And yeah, well, that's all, guys. I hope you enjoy these 5 experiences and how I would have done them differently. So thank you for hearing me and see you next time. Bye.